I read your papers. You said that you were a virgin at 34.
That's correct.
And then 2 pages later, you became the freak of the week. His main complaints about you is how much sex you need, how often you need it, how you like it, and what you not getting, what toys you not playing with. And I want to know how that happened.
Let me
tell me about it.
Let me tell you something, Judge. I was a virgin for a long time, so I had a lot of pent-up aggression, okay? But I needed a couple of times a day, all right? Now in the mornings, that morning sex gets you going, okay? I mean, I don't need no coffee. It gets my motor going. You put some gas in the car, all right, so that you can turn the ignition. That's what I need to get me going first thing in the morning.
Sometimes you're too gassed up, though.
I'm talking. Now, in the night, at nighttime, that relaxes you. That's kind of like, you know, aromatherapy or drinking chamomile tea or something like that. It relaxes you because the chemicals are released, and then you go to sleep and everything, and you know you can sleep all the way through. You can sleep all the way through. You have you a good explosion. You can sleep all the way through.
Welcome back to Manversations. Thank you for sticking around. The show that discusses topics from a man's point of view. We just come back from the break, and during the break, you might have watched the video. I'm sure you watched the video. You saw the divorce court, and the woman says that she needs it regular, man. She wanted in the morning, she wanted in the night. Something I found interesting, guys, was when he was trying to talk, the judge was shushing him. I want to ask y'all what y'all think about the video, and a question: what if the roles were reversed? What if that was the man saying he wanted all the time? How do you think the judge would react? How the crowd was going to react? Because they was all excited themselves.
Yeah, well, basically the judge would have to react the same way, because in the court of law, one person speaks and the other one shut up. I don't think it basically had nothing to do with the sexuality and that.
I think she was trying to tell the dude, let me hear what this woman have to say.
Maybe it was getting her excited, you never know.
So I don't know. What do you think? What if the roles were reversed? Would you think the reaction from the judge would have been the same way? Or even, you notice, I know we had a reaction from the crowd. They was like, yeah. And she's saying that she was a virgin for a long time, so now she going crazy.
As I watched that video, you know, a lot of things come to my mind in reference to the way this young lady is behaving herself. And it is like what one would refer to as being a sex starved maniac. But the good thing for her is that she is legally married, which may make her legally entitled to have sex with her husband as the need so arises. However, it can be also challenging too at the same time when the other party may not feel well enough to, as you call it, perform in such a manner, then it becomes a challenge, because how do you cater to someone?
Man, we get pills. We get all kind of blue pills. They got from the different blue pills. They get Viagra. They get all kind of blue pills. I ain't trying to give them no free commercial. But buy some pills. But the main question is though, you think this woman can rape her husband? Because she seemed like she's a she's been a virgin for a long time. She got married. She excited. What does dude expect?
She can't rape her husband, no, because like he said before, she is legally entitled. You understand?
Well, then what he crying for?
Because he tired. he need to shape up, you know. I guarantee when he first got married and he found out she was a virgin, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this every night. Now that the challenge on him, he can't stand up to the challenge. I mean, bro, that's
so basically you're all trying to tell him man up.
Ah, there you go. Yes.
Well, but let's be real about this, gentlemen. There are times that physically your body gets weary. You mentioned about the blue pill. I'm not familiar with it because personally I don't need it. I don't need it. But after a hard day at work, you know, there's sometimes the body simply shuts down, that you realize that of yourself. There are a lot of things you would love to do. You would even want to play with your children if you can. Yeah. But physically, you're just not there.
But I don't believe, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm saying, I don't believe that this woman, she knew this is a fresh thing to her. That can wear out for her. In the meantime, Be a man. Stop crying, but you tired?
Well, if you tired, lay down on your back and tell her to do her thing.
Well, what are you crying for? but I mean, you know, we're talking about marital rape, but I'm saying, what if the roles were reversed? What if there was the man in court talking about how he wants it in the morning, he wants it through the day, he wants it in the night? What kind of perspective would the perspective change?
No, I don't think so. I think if he wanted, he is legally entitled to it. He could have it. If she tired, lay down, close your eyes, go sleep. It don't matter to me. I can get it. That's it.
But brother, let's look at it from a different perspective now. When we look at the Word of God, it tells us that the body of the wife, it belongs to the husband, okay? For example, when you look in the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25, okay, it says here, husband, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her, that he may sanctify and cleanse her with the washing of water and by the word, okay, that he might present her to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she should be holy without blemish. But now, the thing that I want us to key in on is where he says in verse 28, so husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. Okay? For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourished it and cherished it, just as the Lord does the church. What I want to say to us here is simply this. Even though we being the bride of Christ, Christ loves us, want to be intimate with us spiritually speaking, he does not force himself on us spiritually speaking. He gives us the opportunity to be willing to be in his embrace.
But you know, this woman trying to give this man the opportunity to be willing to deal up with her. And he inside court like he's so pitiful.
Sissy.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, he being pitiful. But you know, last week, you know, we talk about Manversations score, right? Now, I want you to think about this question.
Okay.
Look at this woman. We're talking about marital rape.
Okay.
The kind of aggression she coming with, the kind of need and want she wanted. Do you believe that I ask you again, do you believe that she is a prime candidate to rape her husband? You think that she's in the context of our discussion?
I think she can rape him. That's the whole thing.
But I mean, okay, all right. Let's go around the table. This man, he in court. He saying he loves his wife. She's stressing him out. She giving him too much pressure. We gotta score him, man. We gotta rate him. we gotta rate him somehow. He loves his wife. He's trying to, you know, work with her, but she's trying to kill the man. So on a scale 1 to 5, how much Manversation stars you give this gentleman? He's trying, man. He's trying.
I would say this is a rather sticky situation for that couple to be in. And why am I saying so? Because here you have one person with what we refer to as having a healthy appetite for sex, okay? Whereas the chef, same apparently not being able to deliver as fast as the order comes in.
That's a good way to put it.
Now, the problem with that is this. Either one, like you said, he have to man up, and regardless of how he feels, he needs to be able to have those orders ready, okay? However, that could also lead to infidelity if she decides, man, listen, 6 times a day with him is not even sufficient, because by the 3rd or the 4th time, he's unable to keep the drive going the way I expected to. And so that's when they start shopping around for other chefs, okay? This guy can no longer satisfy me, sexually speaking. So, Brother Rigby, I then would have to say to a person like that, like the Apostle Paul said, listen, we must learn to bring our bodies under subjection. Will those things, those desires rise up in us? We also have the willpower to say to ourselves, to our flesh, listen here, take it easy. There's still tomorrow. Save some of that for tomorrow.
With all due respect.
Go ahead.
This is a 34-year-old woman who ain't never had none in her life.
Okay.
She finally gets some of this dude. This dude is a shame to man. He should never put himself on TV. And that's why the judge should shut him up. Shut your mouth up. You have this woman, 34-year-old virgin, laying in your bed. She wanted you crying. Shut your mouth up. I give him 1 Manversation star. And I give him 1. The reason why I give him 1, because at least he look like he's fighting for your marriage. So he get 1. He get 1 star. I don't know how much you give him, Frankie.
You know my favorite number.
0. He get none. I think I'm too generous. I grab how much you give him. We talking with the man now. How much stars you give him for at least, trying at least. I don't know.
Well, you see, I wish I knew more about the background about what has taken place here, because the truth is, I'm not aware whether or not he is really trying like he's.
So with the little that you see, between 1 and 5, what do you get?
I would give him a 3.
I
would give him a 3.
All right, Rav, that's your score. You was a generous judge.
3.
Rav give him 3. Well, Frankie say 0. I say 1. And so there you have it. I think this guy needs to man up. I have one advice for you, sir. Be a man. We'll be back with more Manversation. We talking marital rape. Y'all stick around. Don't leave us. We'll be right back.
You can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.